up on Baze Radio. We are currently in the Music Spotlight segment, and this is where we spotlight and highlight talented artists that you need to know about. And this week, Kethan is in the house. Karibu, Kethan.
Asante sana. Thank you, man, for having me. I appreciate you. Kwaji?
Poor, poor. For those of you who don't know why I'm excited that you're in the show, tell us, who is Kethan?
Yeah, so once again, thank you for having me. My name is Kethan. I'm a singer, songwriter, a music producer, and a merchant of hope. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. It's really cute. I didn't expect the last part. I saw your musical journey began in high school, Quadoms. Tell us about that. Tell us about that, man. Like, what inspired you to be like, wacha tu ni jam?
Nani alikufichulia hiyo siri manze? Hiyo ni
Hey,
noma.
manze, nilichapa investigation.
Yeah, man. So when I was in high school, tulikuwa tunaimba kwa dom manze, yani we had a band or just basically a few of my friends who also were into music, who were singing and things like
Yeah,
that. So we had a band and we were just making music of kind of like creating off of each other's energy. And
yeah.
ilikuwa pia a bit ni kama illegal juu it wasn't
Mm.
really allowed to make that much noise, when other people are sleeping. So
Of course.
mnaifanya chini ya maji, sometimes you're trying to whisper. So ilikuwa to such an interesting experience, but that's actually where it started for sure.
Okay, okay. And then Johnny can get charged. How did that impact your music, And when did you actually realize actually this is something na nataka fully pursue like as a career?
Yeah. Um, I think the realization came in way later because sadly the high school that I went to wasn't really
Mm.
like supporting your art in that way. It was
Ah,
mainly just
okay.
academics. So even when I was trying to
Mm.
figure out what to do in campus, like those days, I didn't feel like I could do music as as a course even, like a serious
Mm.
thing. So it was just like, this is just a hobby. We're just doing this for fun. So after high school, in church, we started having these sort of, let me not say competition, but kind
Yeah.
of community from different churches coming together and
Mm.
just sharing art. And around that time, since I was also singing and people knew about it, it was like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's on board. So it started feeling like, oh wow, when you're performing and people are having fun, people are
Yeah.
clapping, or super energized about your performance, it kind of started showing me that maybe this is what I should be doing, unajua. Sasa
Okay.
hizo kwanza ni
Mm.
kukampo nang'ang'ana na kosi ingine hapo. And I didn't even like.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah. So around that time, to be honest, then I started realizing this is actually what I want to do. I love performing and I love being an artist. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I think also our generation, our parents were very heavy on academics. So
Yeah.
ukiambia mtu unataka kuwa musician, it's
Yeah.
musician end, or if you want to do arts and crafts, unasema okay, arts and craft with business ama nini. So I totally understand. And obviously the schools that were there at the time supported that as well. I remember I was also in boarding and
Yeah.
my mom, unajua that time we have to choose subjects. You know, what am I
Yeah.
gonna do in life? So my mom had
Yeah.
told me pick business studies because my mom did economics. So I said okay, sawa. Lakini I was doing business and art. So she
Yeah.
went and now she took boarding. I chose art. She knew I'll find out like end of the term, and I told her Miss has change. So that's how my creative, yeah, my creative career began with a scam. So I get you. I get you. Let's chat
Twins.
about eh?
Yes, well, you're my twins also too at this point.
I understand you fully. Let's chat
Yeah.
about your journey about doing covers. Do you think that impacted your sound as a musician now?
Oh wow. Hey manze, umepiga homework. Damn, nigga too like wow.
Really? Hey, I don't miss a beat.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, for sure. Like the beauty about now my family is, at
Mm,
least on that end, I was receiving a lot of support, because even the music that I was listening to was definitely inspired by what I was
yes.
listening to as a family as well. So, what my dad was playing, what he was playing when we were going for road trips and things. So even when I
Mm,
started doing
mm,
covers, um, I kind of already had a sound bank that I could
okay.
go ahead and look at and rely on.
Mm,
So I realized some of those songs started really impacting even my songwriting and my
okay.
my approach to melody and harmony, what chords I enjoyed, things like that that are more technical.
Mm,
Although this is now in retrospect. In the moment, I was just having fun. I was just enjoying. I'd do a cover, I'd go and write
yeah.
something, and then, just being human, you end up seeing correlations between the music that you're enjoying and the music that you're creating.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely think the covers kind of informed my sound at the time, and even now as I continued perfecting it.
Okay, okay, okay. By the PS, you said family, and I love how your mom is your biggest fan. Nimeona
Yeah,
anaandika ma comments on on your Insta. I love it. I actually love it. That's the best thing. I think
yeah,
having family in your back to support you like that, you even get the zeal to keep on going. So that's just amazing. I want to
for
play
sure.
my favorite Kethan songs as we continue to explore Kethan musical journey. First up has to be Kesho Kutwa. Keep it locked right here on Baze Radio with Wakesho. That was Mapema Kethan featuring Mudaka playing right here on the Music Spotlight segment of the Link Up with your girl Wakesho. And this week, it's all about Kethan. We've got Kethan live with us. It's so great to have you on the Link Up with us today.
Lovely, lovely to be here.
Woo-hoo. He is a singer, songwriter, and producer based in Nairobi, Kenya. We have been chatting to him about his musical career. I want to ask a question, Keithan. When did you transition from Ethan Muziki to Keithan? Walk us through that journey.
Um, that transition has been in the works, to be honest. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a while,
Yeah.
because initially, even with Ethan Muziki, interestingly, uh, the Muziki part came from me looking for an Instagram handle. Because Ethan was,
Ah,
obviously, Ethan is a very common name.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Ethan Muziki. And then, people started calling me Ethan Muziki. So I
Yes.
was like, let me just go with it. Let me go with it. But
Yeah.
then it wasn't how I wanted to be perceived as an artist. It wasn't, I
Mm,
didn't only want to be attached to music in itself. Like,
mm, mm,
I feel like as I continue to grow and as I continue to show what I can do,
mm.
there are more things aside from music that I explore, and so I somehow felt like it's kind of just boxing me.
I get
Also,
you.
just in my mental, like in my mental
Yeah.
space. So it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. So, but the only issue was every single time when I was about to make the change, something big
Yeah.
happens. Like sell out Sarit Center. Now it's, everyone's talking about it. Oh, something else happens. So I was
Yeah.
just like, "Damn, am I ever going to get the best time to do it?" So this year, I decided to just like nifunge too much on niseme yo, there's never gonna be a better time. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
let me do it now. This is how I want to be presented. And then now at that time, Ethan being a common name, I also wanted something that can feel uniquely mine. As
Yes.
we're now going into the continental market, global reach,
Mm.
also like putting my foot down as a household name, so more work. So I just wanted a name that also feels uniquely mine. Because Ethan, unajua manze, ukiingia kwa maploti unasikia kila mtu hapo. Watu
That's
wengi
what
siku
it's
hizi
right.
nakwambia,
I think that's
watoto
what they were
sahi.
like, yeah, manze. That's why I say Ethan Gani, Ethan
Eh,
Muziki.
manze.
I.
So
Oh gosh. Yeah,
Ethan,
no.
Ethan is just
I
mine.
get you. I get you. And then that thing for being boxed. Because you're like, but now this is the only thing. Sasa Ethan Muziki akianza ku act, now we'll be like, sasa
Bro,
what's
manze.
happening?
What's going on? Watu wakiona credits wanashanga, sikusikia
Huh?
ngoma. Unajua, no, he was
Eh.
man. He was he was acting, bro. Like,
Yeah,
relax, man.
yeah. No, no. I hear you. I hear you. And I like in your music, I feel like you pour your heart and soul in like all the music that you
Mm.
put out. Even with the people you choose to collaborate with, they have amazing vocals, the likes of Mukdaka, Kinoti, even Brandy Maina. I want to
For
highlight
sure.
a song you did with her. It was released about 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Addicted.
Yeah.
You guys, sikuchochi kwa sababu you've come on my show, but you guys
Yeah.
really sound good together. You do. And this is the second song you've done together, right?
Yeah. We've this is the second song. We also did like a rendition of a different song, Kitambo, when we were
Mm,
starting
mm.
off. And then, but this is our second official song for sure.
No, no, no. It sounds
Yeah.
really, really great. But I wanna play that for them, and then we'll be right back to chat about what motivates Keithan's music. So keep it locked right here on Baze Radio. For you, Keithan, playing right here on the link up with Wakesha on Base Radio, which is available on the My Safaricom app. And we are currently in the Music Spotlight segment. This is where we spotlight and highlight talented artists. And this week, it's all about Keithan, a singer, songwriter, and producer, and who is live with us right here on the link up. We have been chatting about his musical journey, which he started about 3 years ago. And he's given us such amazing songs. So tell us, Keithan, what is your main motivation when it comes to writing music?
Most of the time, I tend to write from my own experience. So I suppose I'd say life is the main motivation,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
more things are happening in life, when I
Mm,
when I hear
mm,
stories, when I experience things, they
mm.
they impact the writing that I'm putting now, or on paper. So yeah, most of the time it's just from actual experiences.
Okay, okay. And I think that's why it resonates more with people because sometimes ukiandika vitu that it doesn't really relate. You're like, okay, I like the song, but I'm not feeling it. Like,
Yeah.
au kwa moyo, like, enyewe, yeah, it can be rough. Or if you're feeling the love, you're really feeling the love. Yeah. So I like that you bear it out and you just give it to us, like, the way you experience it, which is a great thing. But
Yeah,
what
thank
is the hardest song? What was the hardest song for you to write out of your musical journey and why?
Oh, damn, that's I think the hardest recently has been a
Mm,
song that's on my project called Healing.
okay.
It's the song's called One More. So
One
it's
more. Oh,
it's a
yes,
song
I listened to
about,
it.
yeah, it's just a song about loss and grief. And that one has been so hard because even when I'm preparing for shows, and I have a show which I know, I'm getting ahead of myself, but
No,
it's
no,
meant
go
to
for
be on
it.
the set, and
Mm,
as I'm practicing, it's so hard to sing it. I can't actually
mm,
get to the end of it. So I'm trying to find a
mm,
way to perform. I've been trying to find a way to perform that song that would still show how heavy it is, but
mm,
allow me
mm.
to get to the end of it. But yeah, I think that has been the hardest one to write, for sure. Yeah.
I can see you bear your heart and soul when it comes to actually writing this music. Because I was listening to it, I think I listened to it yesterday, and I was like, all the other songs like Addicted, for example, like it's jamming, it's
Yeah.
love, it's you're feeling it, right? But like
Yeah.
this one, I think I was cooking. I even stopped. I was like, okay, okay, okay. You know,
Yeah. It's a heavy one.
it's just, yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. And I feel like, music is just like life. Sio kila saa itakuwa tu, even with love. It's not all about like the good times and it's just love and there's no it's a journey. It's a journey. And I like the fact that you've also highlighted the not so fun aspect of life. It's not vibes too, nona.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
important, especially as artists, like to share that because um, there are people, like for me, I feel like I'm blessed to be able to use music, as a form of therapy even. There are
Mm,
people who don't have that outlet, and the
mm,
way that they get that outlet is through other people's songs. So if I
yeah,
can express what I'm feeling, there's someone who's going through that in that moment,
exactly.
listening to that song, they feel like they're one with you, they feel like
Mm.
they're not alone. So yeah, it's super important for me at least to express those emotions as well.
All right, all right. You have three EPs out. We've got the Love Language. We've got the Eternal Fire album. Alafu tena tuna Blink EP that was released about a year ago. What has the musical journey taught you so far?
Ah, well, what has it taught me? Actually, it's taught me so many things. I'm trying to see like which one I can highlight. But I think the most important thing has been resilience,
Okay.
because the more I continue working, I'm getting to a point where it's no longer a test of my skill, but a test of my will. And so it's like
Mm,
you to keep on moving. Yes, you're talented, yes, you can play these instruments, you can sing, you can do this and that, but are you willing to continue putting in the work? Are you willing to network? Are you willing to meet
mm,
people, to put yourself in the best positions? Like
yes.
there's so much more to it. And I think
Yes.
those are the things, like that work ethic beats the
Yeah.
talent, you know. So I
Okay.
feel like that
Mm.
has been one of the biggest lessons for me, in the couple of years that I've been, in the industry.
Okay, okay. So if there's a musical, person who loves to sing, akona talent, kila mtu anamwambia, hey, manze,
Yeah,
lazima uanze. The most important thing is resilience, to keep the fire burning, basically.
for sure.
Um, I think, it's just like creatives, you don't if you sometimes you get stuck in a rut, you get stuck in a creative block. Somehow you need to get yourself out. So it's not gonna be just stardom, stardom, stardom,
Yeah,
it also
yeah.
work, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Actually, even let me just tell you the reason
Mm.
today I have my glasses on is because I
Mm.
haven't actually gone to bed yet. I have been
Yo,
on hustles like the whole night. So like I just was like, no, you're gonna see my eye bags and you'll be like, hey, okay. So yeah,
no,
so it's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
work and it's a lot of that, like the effort. But
Mm.
we love it and we appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. No, that's great. We need to take a quick music break, but when we'll be back, we want to chat about Keithan's latest project. So keep it locked right here on Baze Radio. Straight out of his Healing EP, This Type Love Keithan, playing right here on the Music Spotlight segment of the Link Up on Base Radio. I am your girl Wakesho, and this is where we highlight talented artists that you need to know about. And this week we're chatting to Keithan, a singer-songwriter and producer based in Nairobi, Kenya. We explored his musical journey, we played his music. I was having a look at your socials, Keithan, and I saw you have an event coming up.
Yes, I do. It's a one-man show. It's a live looping
Hmm.
show, on Saturday, the 31st of August. And wow, it has been such a journey, Annie, and so many
Mm,
people have been believing, and the tickets are just going. So I am super super excited, Annie, to play this show,
yeah.
because also just because of how it is, it's such a unique show. I think
Mm.
I'm, wow, I can't wait, Yanni.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Where will the show be?
Yeah, so the show will be at Nairobi Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at 3 p.m. Um, and then it's also going to be, since it's a one-man show and it's a seated place, it's going to be kind of like an intimate experience as well.
Oh.
Because now through this show, this is the second edition actually. So I did the first edition last year, at KNT.
Mm-hmm.
So this year we felt like we wanted a bigger space for more
Yeah.
people, but still with that intimacy, where we
Yeah.
can we can play with the lights, we can play with the music, we can play with different things. So
Mm.
yeah, this one is going to be one for the books.
No, guys, please go out and support Kethan. This is one of the events that you don't want to miss. As you hear, it's very unique. It's getting
Yeah.
bigger. And, I'm always here in the weekend plugging you for things to do. This is definitely something you need to do. You can also follow Kethan on his social so that you can follow any musical updates, and you can also stream his music as well. Where can we hear your music, Kethan?
Yeah, so you can get my music on the platforms or the stores that you enjoy at Kethan. And but you can also check out my socials, Kethan underscore on Instagram and on Twitter and on TikTok, where you can get more updates and you can check out all the things that you enjoy. I post a lot of interesting snippets here and there, so I'm
Okay.
sure you'll get a lot for your musical palette.
Okay, okay. And then have you also been posting snippets of like the event, like what you're up to, like, oh, this is where it's gonna be, teasing
Yeah,
people a little bit.
yeah, we've been posting definitely about the show and like insider information, if I can say, that you can
Nice.
only get on my socials for sure. And there are also some snippets of me looping, because live looping is an art in itself. So you can also go and check out what exactly it is that you can
Okay.
anticipate for the show. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that is great. And just like that, the music segment has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me know on our socials at Baze underscore radio or at Chichilwakesho Zulu. Thank you so much, Kethan, for hanging out with me right here.
Thank
Nimekuwa
you.
appreciate sana.
Thank you
And
for
we
having
are
me.
we are definitely looking out for that show, guys. Please run. The tickets zimefika 90%. You know me, I follow him. So I know where they've reached as we're speaking now. So you really don't want to miss this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got the press play segment coming up in the next hour. Stay tuned right here on Baze Radio.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.